finished up with our 7-year-old checkup, and at 7, there's a lot of things that are going on. Remember, please share these videos with folks that weren't able to make it to the appointment with you, and also use them to go over some of the things that we didn't have a chance to spend time on in the office as well. So 7 is fun because they're definitely not little kids, but they're definitely not big kids. And sometimes at this age, you will get the 7-year-old that thinks that they're a little bit more advanced than everybody else and thinks that they're in charge. So when you start to notice those things, kind of roll with it a little bit and be like, no, yeah, I'm in charge, and you'll see. But most kids at this age, they're kids and they're fun. And that is a lot of fun at this point. So a couple different things to talk about with your kids. Number one, talk about conflict. What's it like at school? What's it like dealing with some of these kids that can be more difficult or, whatever. And how do they navigate that? Nonviolent conflict resolution is a big deal at this age. They should not be solving things with their fists. And at this age, most schools have this no hands policy. Okay. So yeah, just how do we solve conflict rather than pushing or being aggressive and things like that. Bullies are a big deal at this age. Peer pressure relationships, things like that are starting to kind of creep in from all the different angles. And sometimes there are some bullies or difficult children that are out there. So talk with them about it. See what's going on. See who their problem, classmates are, and just make sure that everyone's being safe. And if you do have issues, talk with the kid about it. Talk with the school about it, and let us know too if there's some other mood issues, things like that are going on, because we do start to see some of those things at this point. Okay, and then this is also the age, around 7 is when kids will start doing a little bit of schoolwork on the computer at school, okay, and they may have a tablet or something like that at home. Just remember, from here on out, if the kids are on a tablet or a screen or something like that, you should be supervising them. We should not be on tablets or computers in their own rooms. It should be in a public place where everybody can see, so that way you can kind of keep close eyes on what's going on. Talk with them about safety online. Most of the things that they're doing at this age, we should not be on social media and stuff like that at this point, or things where they can really interact with somebody else. Some of the video games, pay attention to that stuff. You're listening to them playing Fortnite. They're some not nice things, and some kids that they're going to be talking with on those things. So what we do is we limit it. We say, nope, you can't do that kind of stuff, but you can still play those games and do stuff like that if it's appropriate for you, but not going to be able to communicate with other folks with that. But if no one should be able to ask them, hey, where do you live or whatever, and you should teach them, no, we don't share any details like that at all online. That's a really big deal. And start that now, start at a young age, and that will help out with those things as they continue to get older. From a development point of view, at this age, kids are really starting to have some good independence and take some self-responsibility for things. You should be able to say, hey, brush your teeth, and they should do it, okay? And sure, there's going to be plenty of times you say, are you sure you did? And they'll say, yeah, and you say, no, you didn't, or you didn't wash your hands after I got to the bathroom. Those are common things at this point, but we should be striving towards more of that self-responsibility at this age. Around school a little bit, grades and things like that, should be learning, making some progress, but ask them, what their peers are like, what it's like dealing with other kids. Ask them about their feelings at this point. You should be able to say, hey, what kinds of things bring you joy? What kind of things make you happy? What kind of things worry you? Or is there anything that makes you feel sad or worried about those things? Sometimes parents are afraid that if they ask those questions, that they're planting that seed in their mind, and we don't think that that's true at all. So just ask them, just have a frank discussion about it. And you can say, you know what I worry about? I worry about porcupines. No, I'm just kidding. Or something like that. Those are all kinds of, just normal things to talk with them about. And that's those are important things at this point. Next step is now that we're 7, school activities, after school activities are going to start to get a little more important in their lives. Okay, whether it's sports or theater or band or whatever, things like that as they're getting older. It's a really good to have that discussion as a family now and see what is an appropriate amount of those things. How long after school is okay, how much is too much. If it's hours a day and it's just beating your family down, that's not okay. So put the squash on that now and kind of rein everybody in and have those discussions as a family. That's an important thing. When it comes to eating at this age, most kids are starting to eat a little bit more variety. They're interested in more things, but remember, encourage them to stop eating when they're not hungry. Eat till you're not hungry, stop. Okay, self-regulation, that's a big skill that they have to learn. So but lay off the extra drinks and the calories and things like that. Just let them eat. And if they still refuse, believe them. Say, oh, you're not hungry? Okay, fine. Do you want to try it? No? Okay. You would have liked it. Okay, that's okay. And just squash it there. Don't continue to pressure them with the eating. Okay, so this is 7. 7's a lot of fun. The next time we'll see you guys is at 8. And if things come up, let us know. But we'll see you guys when you're 8 years old. Thank you so much. bye.